Now let's take a look at Nigeria's aviation sector, that has been plagued by a lot of bad news since the Dana air crash that happened earlier this year. Now, one area that is constantly overlooked is its service sector. Some good news coming out of that sector. Yesterday, actually, we had Airline Services and Logistics release their results, looking quite good. Revenue up 1.854 billion naira, PBT more than doubled. But joining us on the line to give us the story behind the numbers is Richard Akerele. He's the CEO of Airline Service and Logistics. Richard, great to have you on the show. Looking at your Q2 numbers, we're seeing some great numbers, specifically operating profits. It actually moved from 79 million naira in 2011 to a whopping 224 million naira. Now, what is really behind this improvement we're seeing?
Really, it's operating efficiencies. We've become more efficient in our processes. We've scaled down on our, unfortunately, on our numbers of staff, but as I said, become more efficient all round. And really, cost savings have what's led to it. Because as you might have noticed, our actual turnover has gone down in the last year.
Well, what's really behind the fact that turnover went down?
Couple of factors. One's been that we've had new competition enter the market, so we've lost a couple of airlines. But again, we have picked up some airlines too. Some of the airlines like Continental came in this year, so that's from America. That's increased our turnover, whilst we've lost Air France as well. So it's sort of balanced out. But overall, the loss is because of generally there's just been less business for us.
Well, looking at the business, I mean, last year you did announce plans to produce Nigerian foodstuffs for export. Now, can you give us an update on the progress you've made so far in that area? And of course, how much has it added to the bottom line?
Actually, in actual fact, we haven't made as much progress as we wanted to. We've focused more on our internals. This year, as you know, pretty much at the beginning of the year, we had the crisis with this removal of oil subsidies, and we needed to reevaluate our position in the market, knowing that competition was coming in. So what we did was focus on our airport operations, what we call non-core business, in catering lounges and coffee shops at the airport, where we did a lot of renovation work. So we haven't really gone to town on our export of Nigerian products yet.
Well, what really is, the outlook for your company going into the second half, and especially when it comes to cost, because cost has been a major issue, but we did see your distribution costs actually going down from around 209 million to 205 million.
Yes. As I said, we focused on it, knowing with the removal of subsidy, you would have expected costs to go up. But we made our distribution more efficient. Distribution for us is really between Lagos and Abuja. We cut down on the number of trips, and we made it more efficient generally. Also, our processes in-house are better, and really that's the result, which you can see for yourself.